Alright, so what's up guys? So we are out here on another run, out here doing this craziness for all you guys. Just simply sit back, watch, admire, and enjoy. And now without further ado, we'll go into today's video topic, which is success, right? Achieving what it is that you set out to do, right? Everyone has dreams and ambitions and hopes and aspirations, right, of what they want to ultimately get in their life. And with whatever they want, whatever they have, right, to get what they want, their tools. And, you know, without further ado, we're gonna give you 4 secrets for success, right, to achieve what it is you wanna get. And without further ado, we're gonna give you secret numero uno regards to your success. And that is that people aren't gonna give you free stuff, right, if you wait for it, right? While that may happen, right, every once in a blue moon, you still have to go and do the work, right? You can't be sitting at home waiting for someone to knock on your door and give you that job you've always wanted, right? That raise, right? You gotta simply go out and get it, right? Put in the time, put in the effort that it takes, right? Figure out what it is to get there, right? Move your muscles and get going. But so many of us can get caught in these loops, right? Especially if we've had people give us stuff for free in the past. We can almost expect it, right? Just wait for it to come, right? We were getting free handouts, right? So many people were essentially during this coronavirus stuff getting free money, getting free tools, right? Helped from people who were, you know, more fortunate, and that's okay. But as we move away from it, we have to figure out how to live normally, right? And living normally entails that you go out and do your work, right? Wake up, get dressed, and go, right? The days, you know, simply sitting back in fear, right? Afraid, waiting for the madness and destruction to be over are done, right? But in fact, the only way to get out of it is within you, to pull yourself out of it. Because if you don't, you'll still be stuck in that madness and destruction, right? You'll be living it, even if, you know, we're supposedly done with it, right? That bad and awful period. So ultimately, the choice is yours. Do you want to succeed, or do you want to plead, right? Per se, right? Plead that someone comes and rescues you, right? A family member, somebody, anybody, please help me, right? And that's not the right type of help that we would want to seek, which is tip number 2, right? Of course, you want to seek help, right? Like the Beatles song, get a little help from my friends, get by. And, you know, for many of us, it would be almost impossible, you know, to achieve the things that we want without the help of other people, right? Employees to hire and so forth, right? The boss to give you the job, right? Try doing everything all on your own, right? While some are able to do that, right? Do sole proprietorships and, you know, solopreneurs and so forth, but those are few and far between. What you got to realize is that the people around you that you see in your day-to-day life are your potential helpers, potential friends, right? To build a network and, you know, not essentially use, but, you know, you could seek to help them, right? Try to help them, right? Don't try to take from everybody, right? People, they're gonna grow weary of that. They're gonna see you as a leech, right? Somebody that doesn't give back. So if you approach the world, you know, with the mindset that you can give them something, right? Because everyone can. Everyone has unique experiences and skills and backgrounds that they come from, right? And resources, for people to help them, right? That other people simply don't have. No one person has everything in this world, literally everything, right? Everything that someone would want, right? Being completely physically fit, having all the money, having all the talent, and so forth, right? Or health, whatever it is that you have, right? Your talent and abilities, you have the opportunity to give to others, and they will give to you. They will help you, right? So as long as you help others, you will be helped yourself. That is the ultimate thing regarding step number 2, as far as seeking help the right way, right? Seeking to give. And the more you give, the more you receive. Right? That's the way life works. Because, that's the whole way even business works. If you think about it, right? Most of the biggest corporations in the world and most successful ones simply solve problems, right? Think about it. People were fed up with the taxi system, and guess what happened? You can open an app now and get an Uber, right? People were fed up with having to go into a store and buy their clothes. Guess what happened? Amazon. And with ideas like that, those that solve major problems across the world and help people are those that become the most successful. But guess what you're gonna have to do? You're gonna have to repeat and do the hard work, which is tip number 3, right? Through repetition, getting a skill that you do and do great by focusing essentially on one task and becoming a specialist at your craft, right? If you think about it, I heard of one old example of how it works in the NBA. There's only a handful of superstars that can do it all, pretty much. The LeBron James, the Chris Pauls, Carmelo Anthony's, Kobe's, Michael Jordan's, right? There's only a handful of them that come around. And the majority of the people that make it to the NBA are very exceptionally good at one or two things, right? They're not, above average at everything. Just like, being an amazing three-point shooter or rebounder or defender, right? In those critical moments when the team needs one of those, they're gonna come in and deliver, right? They have the best chances of delivering because that's their specialty. That's what, they focused on, right? It's very hard to become, exceptionally gifted at everything, right? So many things, right? To really apply that concept, right? You see a lot of players that they're three-point specialists in practice, they're just gonna shoot three-pointers all day, right? Why would they waste their time trying to make their dunk better or their layup or their defense, other things, right? That may help the team, might make them a better player, but what can really get them far and their team far is focusing on their roles, right? As a three-point shooter or defensive specialist, right? Because who doesn't need that, right? A defensive person that if you have a LeBron James that you could put to guard them, right? And stop them, right? When they get, going, and, they'll have a team. So really think about that, right? Hone your craft, whatever it is, right? Law, medicine, any trade that you're doing, be amazing at it. So, with regards to tip number 4, or secret, gosh, you don't want to tell anybody, but you probably should to help them as far as becoming successful is concerned. It is that to get where you want to go, you gotta love what you do. There's so many people chase various forms of success that they may not be cut out for, right? Things that they don't like to do, so forth, right? I almost remember the old example of when I used to play baseball, especially in little leagues. You would have fathers that would put their sons to play baseball, and the son didn't want anything to do with it, right? They didn't even like baseball, but because their fathers or mothers or family members envisioned them as baseball players and wanted them to be successful in that area, they forced them to do that. And you know, you could say that those kids weren't happy doing that, right? And so many of us can fall into the trap when it comes to money, right? Doing things that we don't want to do long term for the money, right? And that's not to say that you could do a quick, you know, skill or trade and save up and create financial freedom for yourself, right? That's an entirely different thing. But if you're going after an entire career and doing something with your life that you hate to do, that you despise, but the money's good, that's gonna suck for you, right? Because the money is not gonna be the end all be all, right? It's gonna be whether or not you love what it is you're doing and it brings you fulfillment, whether or not it does. So, you know, those are the 4 secrets to success, right? In regards to succeeding and succeeding the right way, right? Almost like you're succeeding at succeeding. So, you know, without further ado, say thank you very much for watching and goodbye.